Today on Running to Him. Greed always bites, and it leaves a mark. Today's reading is 2 Kings chapter 5, verse 15 through 6-7, and we'll be concentrating on verses 26 and 27. 2 Kings 5, 26 and 27 says, "Then he said to him, 'Did not my heart go with you when Naaman turned from his chariot to meet you? It is a time to receive money and a time to receive clothes and olive groves and vineyards and sheep and oxen and male and female servants. Therefore the leprosy of Naaman shall cling to you and to your descendants forever.' So he went out from his presence as a leper, as white as snow." In the movie Wallstreet, Gordon Gekko, played by Michael Douglas, speaks to a group of shareholders and states, "Greed is good." That speech encompasses everything wrong with the idea that we do not have to temper our desire for physical gain. Greed is not good. Greed gets us in trouble. Now, greed is closely associated with lust, and it's a natural desire to have something just for the sake of having it. Most of us seek more when we already have plenty to satisfy our needs. For example, obesity in the United States is at the highest in history. In 1970, 45% of the population in the U.S. were obese. By 2020, the percentage had jumped to 75%. We lust after money, food, sex, meaning pleasure in general also, and self-gratification in many areas. When asked why looters didn't feel bad about the looting stores, one said that the owners had insurance, so nothing was really lost. Gehazi was greedy. I'm sure he justified it by claiming that Naaman had been healed of leprosy, and that was worth quite a bit of money, and Naaman could surely afford it. Most of us don't plot to steal or deceive people, and if anyone asks us, we probably would say that we are generally decent folk. The problem is that our hearts are fooled by our fallen nature and the fact that the world around us as humans and the rest of the nature is equally fallen. As a result, we easily fall into the trap of self-denial. Galatians 5 and 6 and 2 Peter 1, 3 through 15 list the attributes Christians should exhibit in their lives. God expects us to grow into Christ as we live and become more Christ-like. In the Protestant world, we call this process progressive sanctification. In the Eastern Orthodox world, it's called theosis, or deification. And while there are differences between the two in the ways of thinking, the resulting goal is the same. We are to act like and be seen more like Christ in our lives. Gehazi knew what it was like to walk with God. We don't know how long he was with Elijah, but we do know it was long enough to know that his actions were wrong. And that knowing is precisely the point. God does not expect us to be perfect in our lives. He knows that we are fallen. He recognizes that we're damaged goods, but God expects excellence from us. And there's a difference between excellence and perfection. We achieve excellence through doing our best while seeking better. Perfection is the goal, and it's achieved through our final physical death and being united with Christ. But while we are in the world, greed always bites, and it leaves a mark. Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.